Hey guys, so we are coming to you live from my what we call cloffice. It's our closet office, right? I'll tell you more about that in a second. But today we're going to be talking about I have no time, right? It's one of the biggest excuses that I hear, and I'm going to be honest, I use it myself for different things. But we're talking about getting in shape, finding time to exercise. If that's ever been you, right, you need to watch this video. This was something that I learned in a book. This is the book. I think his real name is Robbie McDonald, but if you don't know who this is the guy who trained all the actors for the movie The 300. So if you've ever seen it, every single guy in there is more ripped than most anybody on earth. So I learned it from this book. I practiced it myself, and it was a real eye-opener for me. And so what I want to share with you guys is we all feel like we're busy, and we don't feel like we have time, right? Especially to exercise. I hear it all the time. It's one of the most common excuses, right? And like I said, I use it as well. So what I want to do is let's actually go through this exercise. This number, if you saw this post earlier, 168. Okay, if you know what this is, put it in the comments. Okay, so do that right now if you're watching live. 168, that is hours in a week. We all get the same number of hours, right? So let's just go through and break down the things that you are doing, all right? Let's talk about work, all right? Oh, I work so much, all right? I get it. I work a lot too. So I'm going to give you 14 hours a day. 14 hours a day. Now, I'm assuming, I know it happens, I do it occasionally too, but it's probably not every day, but we're going to round up. So 14 hours a day times 5. I'm hoping my math is right. Carrie's back there taking her shoes off, calculating, but that times 5, all right, 5 days, that should give us 70 hours. Now we're going to really test my math, all right? So we're working 14 hours a day, 5 days a week. That should leave us 98. Okay, so next big thing, sleep, right? We work a lot, we sleep. I'm going to give you 8 hours a night. If you're anything like me, you're not sleeping 8 hours a night. If you sleep 8 hours a night, I want a thumbs up. If you sleep less than 8 hours, no, we're moving on, right? Most people don't sleep that much, but let's just say you're getting 8 hours. So times 7, that should be, Lord willing, 56. All right, so we're going to take away 56. That's going to leave us 42 hours. Okay, so we're working 70 hours a week and we're sleeping 8 hours every night. We still got 42 hours left. I know there's more in your week. So let's think through, like if you can think of something right now that you do in your life that demands a lot of your time, put it in the comments section right now. All right, so let's think about commuting. I get that sometimes, right? Oh, I'm driving like an hour each way to work, Jeremy. You know, I just don't have time to exercise. There's no way. So let's give you 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 10 hours, all right? So now we're down to 32, all right? Here's another one. I got errands I got to run. I got to go grocery shopping. We go to church, all right? So let's just assume it's 4 hours, okay? I'll give you 4 hours to run errands, go to church, whatever that is. All right, so minus 4. All right, so now we're at 28. All right, here's another big one, right? Well, I got kids who play sports. Right, I'm busy. I'm tied up with family. My kids are running me all over town. I've got all this stuff. If that's you right now, I want a thumbs up.
That's Donna.
All right,
Donna just said kids.
Yeah, kids. Right, so I get it. Right, I got 3 of my own, 12, 10, and 8, and they're all busy in sports, and I understand that. So let's assume roughly 3 hours a week. Okay, or 3 hours a day. Sorry, 3 hours a day. All right, so I'm just going to round it, and we're going to put it at 20. Okay, so minus 20. That if you're paying attention, we're rounding probably way up. Probably if you're not commuting, you may not even have that one. This one's probably pretty accurate, I think. I think this one's a pretty accurate number, maybe rounding up. That leaves us 8, y'all. So there are 8 hours left in your week to exercise. So don't tell me you don't have time, right? There's always time. It's a matter of how we spend this time, right? And I'm going to tell you, I don't exercise 8 hours a week, right? Mine's probably like 5 to 6, okay? And I feel like I stay in really good shape 5 to 6 hours, and you don't even have to have that much. This is a powerful thing. I would love for you to do this on your own, right? I actually did it about 7 or 8 weeks ago, and like I felt like, man, I'm so busy. Carrie actually keeps up with my schedule, and she sees what it's like, and I'm like, oh, how am I going to get all this stuff done? Like, I mean, if you ever feel like that, I get it. And I was shocked. I think I had I can't remember the exact number. It was either 12 or 13 hours after I went through that process of every single day for an entire week. I was like, holy cow, right? So I'm usually pretty good about finding time to exercise, but there's this big dream, this big vision that I have for the future of myself and the business, and I wasn't spending time on that. I was ending up, watching football or watching some other sport and getting on social media or whatever that is, and this was an eye-opener, so I would really encourage you to do that. Go through this process yourself. This is where I found it. If you want to look him up, follow him. He is kind of a no BS, like no bologna sandwich kind of guy. So he is going to be honest. He's going to tell you to be honest, and I want to do the same for you. All right. So here's another one that I get a lot is, all right, I don't have time. I'm thinking if you're honest with yourself, it's a matter of where you're spending your time. Okay. So here's another one that I get. Oh, I don't have any equipment. I can't join a gym. All right. So if that's you, all right. Hopefully, I'm going to help you a little bit with that right now. So maybe if that's you, if you're watching this video right now, make sure you give me a thumbs up. All right. That's how we know the things that we're sharing and working on make an impact and help you guys. So if this is you, if you struggle with, I don't have access to a gym, maybe you can't afford a place like GTS or somewhere else, it's fine. You don't have to have that to get into shape. Now, I will tell you, your chances of success go up dramatically when you are at a place like GTS, right? So, and the reason I say that is not because, which it is an incredible place, but it's about making a commitment, both financially and time. It's also about having coaches and people who are there to support you. And that's what we do here at GTS. So if you would like something like that, if you'd like, I do have time, right? And maybe I can't afford it. I don't know, but you won't know until you come in and visit us. So if you'd like to do that, Carrie, who is behind the camera right now, is our new member coach. You can email her, Carrie at gtsptc.com. She'll book a session with you. She will meet you there. She'll actually do the session with you so that you feel safe and you don't feel intimidated. So I will just tell you, you don't have to have it to get in shape, but your chances of success go up dramatically. So, all right, no equipment, no money. I bet you got time. This is one of my all-time favorite workouts. So I'm calling it no equipment, no excuses, home workout, right? No BS, no bologna sandwich type of workout. So this is a ascending, descending ladder. You can just call it a ladder, all right? Here's how it works. This first move, all right, you're going to do 10 push-ups. Without rest, you're going to come over here and you're going to do 2 sit-ups, all right? If you're just getting started, just getting off that couch, trying to get fit in 2019, take a couple seconds and then do 9 push-ups, 3 sit-ups, and then do 8 and do 4. So as one is going down, right, lower in reps, the other is going up in reps. So push-ups and sit-ups, 2 of the best things that you can do. All right, so do those 2, and then you can do squat as your first move, and you can do something like one leg deadlift. All right, if you have something you can grab, milk jug, something like that, you can do a regular deadlift so that we're working your hamstrings, and you do the exact same format. This one you would just do 2 per side, 3 per side. This, y'all, is an amazing workout. It's one of my favorite, one of my go-tos, so that when I'm busy, maybe I'm at a hotel or traveling, I don't have any access to equipment, 20 minutes max, and you can get an amazing workout. So that is yet another excuse that we're overcoming, right? And just remember, an excuse is just our brain's way of trying to rationalize and make us feel better about a decision that we've made for probably something that we know that we should be doing, right? So if you would like to see more about this, maybe how to do these moves, right? Maybe that's next Wednesday, maybe that's another live one I do later this week. If you're like, hey, you know what, I'd like to see more about how to do those exercises. If you'd like help with this, that's what I'm here for, right? It's what we do here at GTS. We would love to help you with that. And Carrie's kind of raising her hand.
Yep.
Like she has a question in the back of the room.
Yes, Lynn. Hi,
yes.
Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
She would like to know what a one-leg deadlift is.
So I don't know if you can see me. Can we?
Kind of
can
maneuver.
We move it? Can we kind of
maybe
see it? All right. So I'm going to be coming in real close here, right? So
you asked for this, Lynn.
One leg deadlift, right? Is you're trying not to pivot at your hips, but we're trying to tip at your hips. As you're going down, let your leg float up, right? And so we're in our clofus back here, so there's not much room, right? So hopefully you have enough room to be able to do that. All right, so you would do a couple on that side, and I'll show you from here. Hopefully don't. This may not be the best angle, but we're going to do it anyways, right? All right, so nice and slow.
Perfect. She says she got it.
Awesome. Awesome. Right. So again, if you have questions about this, if you'd like to see more information on like no equipment, no excuses, home type workout, make sure you comment, and I will respond to that either later today or later on. We're going to be doing some more Facebook Live videos, and I'm going to have Carrie actually check and see if we can check on my laptop. We're getting ready to kind of transition here. If it's not live, that's okay. No? All right. So, guys, if you are being full of excuses, do what I did. Go through that time audit and really be honest and say, what do I have to do every day, and what am I doing that I shouldn't be, right? If you have goals, right, you should be pursuing them with tenacity, right? You should be relentlessly going after them. And if you tell me you don't have time, I challenge you to do that time audit. If you're telling me you don't have excuses, you don't have money, you don't have to have those things to get in shape, y'all. You can do this right here. So I would love to hear from you all, right? I would love comments. I would like for you to give us a thumbs up. Again, that's how we know what we're doing. All this time and effort we're putting into these videos is helpful to you guys. And if you got some value out of this right now, I would like you to share it with 3 people. Just right now, before you get off here, just share this thing with 3 people. It's how we can make a bigger impact in the world. It's how we can help people pursue their goals with that tenacity and be relentless when sometimes maybe they feel like they don't know where to start. Right? That's obviously something we can help with here at GTS. Carrie, do we have any questions on the videos?
No, not questions. Jen mentioned that if she plans her day out at the beginning, then she has less problems with the gaps.
Ooh.
So she plans that out.
I love that. I love that.
She said the biggest gap she's noticed is when the kids get out of school until her next activity. So that's a space there that she's seeing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I use Google Calendar. Carrie can tell you. She texts me every night like, hey, here's what you got on deck for tomorrow. I do my very best to put my big rocks into my calendar, right? Like my exercise, when I'm training people, when I'm working with, maybe meeting with the staff, the things that are the most important, I try to put those in the calendar first, and I try to protect them, right? Because it's easy. I'm telling you, everything gets thrown at you every single day. And I'm not saying when we did that time audit, I'm not saying every single day is going to allow you 2 hours to work out. What I am saying is when you look at your week as a whole, right? There's always time. It's a matter of how we choose to spend that time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Again, if you got value out of this, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you like it. And then please go share this with 3 people. It enables us to make a deeper impact in the world. Thanks, guys.